Hey guys, Novel Bushy here, and welcome back to the channel. And yeah, I've had a revelation, yeah, something like that, about the Gunlance recently. And I think the Gunlance, there's something weird with the Gunlance. Like in general, the Monster Hunter team, Capcom, they don't know what they want to do when it comes to Gunlance. I'm pretty convinced because the Gunlance itself, the dynamic of having a short level and then also the shelling type, they change it each game. They change it how it works each game. They add in the heat gauge in GU. They decrease the damage in GU. They've added new moves, of course, in the newer games, but I think in general the Capcom team don't even know what they want to do with Gunlance. It's the weapon that changes literally every game and not always for the better. So I'm gonna get into what changes I think they could make, and why in general I think what they have at the moment doesn't fully work. Now we're gonna be looking at Rise mostly because we can see damage numbers. Otherwise, I'd go on GU because in GU, Gunlance is known for being terrible. In high rank, I think Gunlance is actually quite strong, but in G rank, it's pretty trash. So a quick brush down on Gunlance, if you don't know much about Gunlance. There are shelling types, and then there's shelling your shelling level. So we'll just go back here. So a shelling type, you can have 3 different types. So you have long, you have normal, and then you might have something like wide. So long will have 4 shots in Rise. In older games would have 3. The shots are normally longer. You can see the distance, the shape, they come out a bit longer. And you have 4 of them. And the shots do a pretty good damage. And then normal has 6 in Rise. And you can tell the shots not as they're not as long as the long version. But they do have some distance. And then you have wide. So wide shots are more spread out, as you can see. And they only have 2 shots. And then you have shot level. Shot level means pretty much the higher the shot level, the stronger the weapon. So first we're going to start off with just shooting. So I'm going to get a long with white sharpness, level 5. Okay, so this is a long level 5 white sharpness, but I got another one over here. This is a rampage one, long level 5. So the good thing about lances, gun lances in general, is that gun lances do true damage. So no matter what you're hitting, it should do true damage. So 32 there, 32 here, always the same. If I got white summons. If I try hit here, I only do 16 damage. That's half the damage. If I try hit the belly, well, I'm doing more damage than the shot. And that's one of the issues where I have with Gunlance. It kind of makes me feel like where you can only buff up your shots with artillery, there's so many other ways to buff up your actual damage, your physical damage. Critting, just more damage in general. So eventually your pokes are going to be stronger than your shots. Your shots are not as useful. The shots also do more damage when destroying stuff, but in general, I don't think shots are strong enough to be viable. Cool. So that did 16 hits and it did 259 damage. It took quite a bit though. You can pretty much get to that damage in six stabs, and it was even more damage actually. And I think that was about the same time. So it's just a bit weird for me when it comes to Gunlance and the dynamic how it works. And that's a max shot level. That's level 5. A lot of Gunlances in not just in Rise, in all the games, they don't max out the shot level. So if they don't have a level 5 shelling, people don't want to pick them up because what's the point? Why do you want less damage in general? You don't want that. We're gonna take wide now. I'm on a level 5 wide, so we got this one. Sharpness isn't very good in this one. I'm just gonna put away my decorations. So I'm having no decorations right now. Oops. Cool. And the reason I'm doing that just so we can have a very fresh analysis. So these shots will probably do, yeah, they do less damage. They'll do 22 compared to the 32. But the good thing about normal, well, it's fine. The good thing about normal is that when you slam, you can shoot all your bullets at once. Strange thing, when it hit the head, it did a bit more damage, which that shouldn't be technically happening, but it happened. So it's just a bit strange. Okay, let's see this. Oh, I missed. It seems a bit easier on Lance. I mean, long to get that. The drag back one. Never mind. But it's just a bit like, I think they need to really figure out. I think ideally, some people suggested they should get rid of the shot level. Not shot level, sorry. The type, and just make it all one type of gun lance. I wouldn't want that. I think that would kind of, whoops, get rid of the identity of the gun lance. I think it would be great if we could keep the identity of, you know, multiple shot level. I mean, multiple different types of lance, gun lance. So it has different playstyles, right? But the thing that I want them to change is actually the shot level. I don't think having shot level makes much sense. Okay, now wide here, normal shots, 42. A lot of damage, actually. That's a lot of damage. 42. 42. Wide is more about shooting. But even though, look, my stabbing is still stronger than my shots. And this is the shooting one. Yeah, my suggestion is they should just get rid of shot level. Just get rid of that. And the shot level should be the damage of the weapon. So the more damage the weapon has, the more damage the shot should do. That way you can actually tie the skills into your actual shots, because skills don't work with gun lance. A lot of skills don't work with gun lance because they don't affect your shots. You know, elements don't affect your shots. So you can have all these cool elements, but your shots are always static. It doesn't change. So it kind of like misses a big dynamic. Like, why does your shots not have element when, you know, files have element from Charge Blade, or bow guns and bows? They have elements and statuses in their weapons. Why is it only gun lance with their shots that don't have elements? I don't really understand that. Even things like switch axe, their files have elements as well, or statuses. I think gun lance should have the same. I think we deserve to have something similar. Oh wow, I didn't even know long can only get to level 1. You can't go to level 2 like wide. So yeah, I think that would really help bolster gun lancers in general. So just getting rid of the shot level, and then they can just focus on the actual attack of the weapon itself. Of course, doing that would have to, you have to balance some of the damage on some weapons in general. Because like something like this weapon has high roar for the purpose that, you're not going to be shooting as much, you're going to be stabbing. But if I'm going to be stabbing a lot with a gun lance, then why am I playing gun lance? Like, why don't I just play lance? That's what I'm saying. Like, you shouldn't just stab with gun lance. It's both, or more shooting. If you're just stabbing, then you're playing one weapon. See, that's really cool. I like that wide. But I think in general, yeah, I think there's an issue when it comes to the gun lance. Capcom surely don't know what they want to do with the weapon, because every game they change it. Some for the better, some for the worse. Like, some people say the GU iteration of gun lance is the worst. I still have fun with it, definitely in high rank. In GU rank, I don't use it as much because I felt like it kind of falls off. The shot levels, they don't increase much. in high rank you can get like shot level 4 and 5, mostly 4, and then G rank you can get what 5, but mostly still 4. So it's like it doesn't really change much. It's just the stabbing that changes. But then I'm like, I'd rather play Lance at that point. So I think they really need to fix that. I don't think that's going to be a Sunbreak fix. I mean, they could, but it's more likely a future fix in future games. I mean, it's been an issue with Gunlance since like it's come into the game, so and they keep experimenting with it. So hopefully, eventually they can figure out what they want to do with it. But I'll be happy when they get there in the end. Any final points from me? No, I think that's pretty much it. I would like shots to have elements as well. I would like them to use not just a bit of fire damage. I would like, if I'm using a lightning weapon, my shots should do lightning damage. That makes sense. So it should have the raw damage, and then it should have some lightning on top of it. If I'm using, dragon, it should have some dragon. If I'm running crit, my shot should crit. Like, I think that makes sense. I think that would be really cool. Your skills affect your shots. Like, make that happen. I think that would really be a cool element for the weapon in general. Yeah, because every other weapon in the game, their skills affect their things. It's not just, So like I think it would work as well for Lance, and that'd be really cool for Gunlance. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. How do you wave? And I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.